Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are going to get this party started. Hello, hello. What's the date today, Rob?
Monday?
It's Monday. Let's see. April 5th. Good morning. So somebody type something in the chat bar. Let me know you guys can hear me. It is Monday, April 5th. I got a great lineup for you today. Wahoo, there you are. They are. It's all flying through here. Good morning. Good morning. You guys are rowdy crazies. Okay, so today I need two volunteers to come up on stage. One person I'd like who's maybe been in the business for 6 months or less, and they're just fired up about rev share and all that sort of thing. Hey, Jordan. And then Jordan, I love it. She's here keeping an eye on me. And then no backflips off the stage. So do I have a volunteer? Someone's been in EXP 6 months or less, excited about rev share. Come on out of the audience and come up on stage. Let's see. Who do we got? Don't be shy. Oh, we got a volunteer. Who do we got here? Emilio. Hey, Emilio. How you doing? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. You might want to speak up a little bit. I don't know if it's my mics or what. I'll turn my mics up a little bit. So where are you from, Emilio?
From Florida.
Florida. What part?
Orlando.
Orlando, baby. Right on, right on. Did I just connect with you at one of those two events I did out there?
No, I'm fairly new actually.
All right. How long you been in EXP now?
Probably like 2.5 to 3 weeks, I think.
Oh, yeah. Awesome, man. Welcome. What company are you with prior to EXP?
No company at all, actually. I'm fairly new.
You're new to real estate?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, welcome, man. Good to have you here. Okay, then I also want somebody out there who's been in EXP for 6 months or longer, and you're fired up and you want to, I'm going to interact with you too about some of the points I'm making. So come on up. First one up on the stage wins the prize. First one I see. Somebody come on
Brent,
up here.
This is Caesar Rincon from Houston.
Caesar, are you coming up on stage? Where are you?
Yes, sir. Right here.
Where are you, Caesar? I'm looking for. There you are, Caesar. Come on over here from Houston. How are you?
Fantastic, man. Excited to be here. Just about a year into real estate and a year into EXP. Sold about 20 homes already. Have 17 under contract, and now getting ready to explode my business to start building a team now. Finally.
I love it. Well, welcome, Caesar from Houston, right?
Yes, thank you. And I'm registered for Scottsdale too. So
come on, baby. If you guys didn't hear, is that on the boards behind us? Do we have it up there? Yep. Scottsdale, Cabo 2.0. Just do a short commercial for that. We have hundreds of people who couldn't get to Cabo. Mexico, the country of Mexico, would not open up the 50% ratio. We hope they would by April. They're doing it April 30th. Literally the day we leave, they're going to open up Mexico bigger, is the word on the street. So I thought with the vaccines, they might do it, but unfortunately, so we cannot add people to our Cabo event. It's been sold out forever. So we were doing in Scottsdale for like 150 agents. We've decided to open that up to 400 and then kind of let that be like a, and everybody's welcome. Come on, come all, bring prospects. We're going to golf, swim, play, enjoy the spa, enjoy the pool, go out to dinner at night, all sorts of things. So go there, check it out, get the schedule. It's just a couple days in Scottsdale, fly in. I'll be there, a bunch of superstars at EXP. We're going to talk about agent attraction. We will not be talking about buyers and sellers. We do listing boot camps. We do buyer boot camps and trainings. My events, these events are specifically designed to help you develop stock and revenue share. So Emilio from Orlando, Caesar from Houston, welcome up today. So I'm going to ask for some of your response to some of the stuff I'm saying here. And so I'm going to start. So today, the first thing I want to cover is the secret sauce to EXP. What is the secret sauce? I didn't discover it until about a month and a half ago. A friend of mine named Brian taught me a very valuable lesson. I'll give you an example. I've spent 4.5 years trying to sponsor Rob Wolf. He's a very successful agent here in Sacramento, and he'd be deer in the headlights. I want to do it, but I want to do it, but and of course he had Keller Williams. He was very high up in Keller Williams, telling him, EXP is the devil. EXP is horrible. They're horrible people, horrible company, horrible, horrible, horrible. Just stay in your line and produce sales that'll affect your production. Just sit there and crank out escrows. So he followed their advice, and today nothing's changed. He's got, 5, 6, 7 homes in escrow. Okay. But he can't retire. He's just burning and churning and grinding after 2 decades, coming up on 25 years. And he regrets it. He regrets listening to the management team. And we see this at Coldwell, at Remax. So had I done this one little twist, I always say recruit through people, not to people. But for 4.5 years, we've been recruiting to Rob Wolf. Well, we finally found someone and got someone excited for him. And then that, okay, it is going to work. And he is now joining EXP. He's now coming to our brokerage. He hasn't said that publicly, so don't walk up to him and high five him or anything. But I'm confident in his decision. And so long story short, he's coming to EXP, but it took getting a win for him. So what am I saying? I'm saying I cannot tell you the amount of agents it took a year, 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, 6 months, when I could have said, okay, Emilio, here's what we need next. Who's your best friend in real estate? Who do you know that you respect? Caesar, who's your best friend in real estate? Or who do you know who's successful in real estate? So we're going to do it right now. I'm going to show you how this works. Emilio, if you haven't unmuted your mic, unmute your mic. Who do you know in real estate that you're close to, or that a relative, a family member, friend, maybe someone inspired you to get in real estate, who's successful? Who would that person's first name, not a last name, just the first name?
I have 2 people actually, Tyler Royke and Trey Fullen.
Okay, no last names. No last names, but so you got Tyler and Trey, okay? So here's our next step. Now that you've seen, I'm going to pretend you're a prospect, okay, Emilio?
Okay.
Okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to show this to Tyler tonight. You're going to go to Tyler's house tonight. This is your best friend in real estate. You said Tyler, and the other guy's first name was Craig, or what was it? Trey. So which one do you know better?
I mean,
you know them both the same?
Yeah, I have no, I know them both the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
let's just say right now.
What?
Tyler. Let's say Tyler.
All right, good. So, and I appreciate you coming up on the stage and being in front of everyone. I know it's hard and intimidating sometimes when you're new. So here's the deal. How well do you know him? Is it a professional contact, is someone you've known since high school, college? How well do you know this guy?
I want to say I feel like I've known them since. I feel like I've known him since maybe like a year ago, probably.
But it sounds like you're not close friends. This is someone that you're but you're not close to.
Well, it's more of a closer relationship than I have established in that 1 year, just because we do a Zoom call every week.
Okay, so this is someone you're doing a Zoom call and he's coaching you on real estate, or?
Correct.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to call Tyler up and say, hey, I'm thinking about leaving Century 21. I'm thinking about leaving Coldwell Banker. I don't want to make a mistake. I'm thinking about leaving Keller Williams. I'm coming to you in confidence. I don't want to make a mistake. I want you to look at a short, brilliant webinar about EXP. I know you know all about EXP. You have to do a little rock about EXP. But it's my friend. And go ahead, Emilio. Go ahead and mute your mic. You got terrible feedback. I don't know where you are, but thank you for, thanks. I don't want to make a mistake. So this is not for you, Tyler. Let me be clear. Stay at Coldwell Banker for the next 30 years or kill him. This is for me. I don't want to make a mistake. Oh, yeah. You don't want to go to EXP, Emilio. My manager at Coldwell Banker said they're being sued. My team leader at Keller Williams says they're not sustainable model, whatever they say, and say, well, have you seen the modelexplained.com? Well, no, I haven't seen that. So you guys got to coach them a little. Well, until you've seen what I've seen, and know what I know, we're not on an even playing field. So as my friend Tyler, as someone I respect, as someone I meet with on Zoom every week, I want you and I to look at this. I really need your help. I don't want to do anything stupid. Would you look at it for me? Now, Emilio, I had 11 people say, no, I'm too dang busy, Brent, not interested. But you know what? The other 179 said, sure, it couldn't hurt. Some of them would fire back. Well, I'm not going to leave Coldwell Banker. I'm not leaving Lions. I'm not leaving Remax. I go, hey, stay there for 20 years. This is about me. I need your help. I don't want to make a mistake. I need you to kind of tear EXP apart, poke holes in it. Then they would make the biggest mistake of their life. They would relax and go, oh, it's for you? And then they would look at it instead with their battle shields up, their deflectors up like in Star Wars. They got that field up. They would relax, take a breath. The defense mechanisms would drop, and they would look at EXP for me, very open-minded. Then they get done, they go, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. And I enrolled 48 people out of the 179. That is how I did it. So Emilio, that is what we want to do. Is everybody listening? We want to do this with people before they come to EXP. If you sign them up in EXP, what do you want them to do? Talk to people. So why not have them talk to people before they come to EXP? That is what you want to do. Caesar, same with you. You've been in EXP for a year.
Yep.
Let's role play a little bit. When you first came, it sounds like EXP was your first company, right, Caesar?
Yes.
Okay. And so, but let's see your brand new agent. If I said, okay, Caesar, this is great. You're excited. You want to do it. Awesome. Who do you know in real estate that's very successful? An uncle, an aunt, a relative, a best friend from college or high school. Do you know anybody that fits that bill, Caesar?
Yes, Carlos.
Carlos, okay. And literally, this is before Caesar's been in EXP. Tell me about Carlos. Who is he? How do you know him? And go ahead and tell us.
I know him from my previous career in advertising. His family used to own a Spanish language newspaper. I did a lot of business with him, and he was kind of a mentor as well. And he transitioned into real estate probably 6-7 years ago.
And let's say he works for XYZ Real Estate Company. We'll call him Platinum Real Estate because I like to give people. So we got Carlos from Platinum Real Estate. And you know Carlos well. Is this correct, Caesar?
Yes.
So here's what I want you to do. I mean, is you know him well enough? Like my friends in real estate that I know well, I could go over to their house, open the front door, and walk inside without knocking or announcing myself. That, you know, Barry, James, and Steve. Although Steve has a big dog, I'd knock at his house. But literally, these are people. Do you know Carlos that well, or how well do you know Carlos? Probably not that well, right?
Not that well, but almost that well. Like I could show up at his house unannounced and he'd like, hey, what's going on? Come on in, you know. Okay,
so I want you to go to Carlos's house. Call him and tell him you're coming over and you're really stressed out and you need his opinion. You're thinking about a big change in your life and that you need his advice. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Would he let you come over if you told him you were stressed out and that you're thinking about a big change in real estate and you respect him in real estate and you want to bounce it off him? Would he allow you to do that?
Yes.
So this is what should have happened with Caesar from day one. This is what we have not done for 10 years. We recruit to people, not through people. We're not after Caesar. We're after Carlos. And guess what? You don't know Carlos. I don't know Carlos. Caesar could show up unannounced and be invited in. I can't do that to Carlos. Can you? And tell us about Carlos. Don't give us his last name. We don't know what company he's from or where he lives. But how successful is he in real estate? Does he sell 10 homes a year, 20 homes a year, 30? What kind of success has he had?
I would say about 20 to 30 a year.
20 to 30 a year. And do people respect Carlos?
Yes.
And he's got a following. You respect him. He's been a mentor for you. And so would you say Carlos is somewhat influential?
Yes.
Would he have more influence than you as a brand new agent? He's been doing it longer and sells 20, 30 homes a year, probably a little bit more influence and knows more people than you.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you could get to Carlos before Caesar's in, he's asking Carlos, it's called a beta test. It's called a save me beta test. And guess what? Because once Caesar's in, then it becomes Carlos. Caesar's trying to get Carlos into something. He just wants to get him into EXP for Caesar's benefit. And so it just comes off weird. People freeze up. And so you want to recruit through people. You really want to, who are they? How do you know them? And if I said Caesar, so here's your homework assignment. You got, everyone write that down. Someone write that down in the chat bar. Someone type, here's your homework assignment, right? Someone type that for me. I'm not moving forward until someone types it. Basically, good. Thank you, Jordan Hill. Look at Jordan. She's helping me on the stage. Thank you, Jordan. So here's your homework assignment. I want you to go over to Caesar's tonight. Call him, or Carlos's tonight. Tell him you're coming over. You're stressed out. You're thinking about changing brokerages, and you really want his advice because there's nobody you respect more on the planet than him. And I just want to come over for 15, 20 minutes and run something by you. Bring your laptop. You don't even need to bring it. You can use his. And then type in themodelexplain.com and say, I want you to see this about EXP. I know you probably heard of them. Oh yeah, I know all about it. Have you seen the model explain? No, I haven't. Okay, then you don't know what I know. And so until you know what I know, then I want to talk. You're my friend. I'm asking you to do this for me. And so that is what I did for 179 people. And 48 signed up because they looked at EXP not as an opportunity, but to look at it for me, to give me their opinion, their 2 cents. I'm thinking about really doing this in Boise. Is this a relevant model for Boise? Is this a relevant model for San Diego? Is this a relevant model for New York or Iowa or West Palm Beach, Florida, or Key West? Do you think agents in Key West would like this? You're one of the only agents I know in Key West. I really respect you. I want to know, not for you. Hey, you stay at Coldwell Banker. You stay at Keller Williams. But I want to know what you think of the model once you've seen what I've seen. And they're like, okay, sure, couldn't hurt. So this is how you do it. Did you do it that way, Caesar? Did you immediately go show this to Carlos when you were looking at EXP before you joined?
I did not. And actually I had been very shy, not that I'm a shy person, but very conservative in approaching other people about EXP until first I experienced it myself, and B, I got some sales under my belt because I felt unequipped to go, talk to experienced agents about coming over to EXP when I hadn't even made my first sale. So now I feel I have 20 under my belt. Now I feel a lot more confident to go out there and speak, knee to knee, belly to belly in that sense.
Yep. So beautiful. And everyone thinks I need credibility. My sponsor, Sheila, I didn't know if she sold 1 home a year or 100 homes a year. You need no credibility, you guys. Get it out of your head. You just need to talk to people. Just carry yourself as if you sell 40 homes a year, 60 homes a year, not in an arrogant way. But come on, people don't know. Well, they look me up. They don't look you up. They're busy. And so, you don't need it. It doesn't hurt to have it, but you don't need it. Number 2, I know 100 agents in Sacramento that haven't sold a home in the last 5 years. I know 100. And everyone's thinking, I got to find successful agents. So yes, it helps to find successful, influential agents. But listen to me. I know 100. You could show it to them. They haven't sold a home in 5 years. Well, that's not who we want. We want producers. Are you kidding me? You go show it to them, and then you say, hey, I got a homework assignment for you. Who do you know in Sacramento who's really successful? I mean, really successful at real estate. Well, I know Brent Gove. Well, tell me about Brent Gove. Hey, he has a team. He works at Keller Williams. He's got 18 agents. He does $100 million a year in sales. He's always speaking at the board and NAREP and ARIA. That NAREA is NAREP and ARIA put together. I made up a word, but he's doing the Women's Council real time. He's always doing this. The guy's amazing. Here's your homework assignment. How well do you know him? Man, I know him really well. You talk to my sister, she hasn't sold a home in 20 years. He's my brother. I know him well. Is your brother? Could you show up at his house tonight? Yeah, he's my brother. Show up at his house tonight, say, shut up, sit down. You're going to look at this. You're my big brother. I'm excited about this. Shut up, sit down, don't talk till it's over. You think, God, you're kind of rude. No, with your friends, you can do this. I maybe you don't want to be my friend, but I'm like, shut up. Listen, come on. It's me you're talking to. And so these are our friends. They know our faults. They know our family. They know our relationships. They know about our kids, our teenage kids that are doing things they shouldn't be doing, or our marriage or whatever. You got people who can say, shut up, sit down and watch. We'll talk afterwards and say, I need you. You stay at what you're doing. This is for me. I need your help. I need you to save me. I'm spending some time on this today because we have totally missed the boat. And so Caesar goes and talks to Carlos that first night. And then guess what we do with Carlos? Caesar, once Carlos sees it, get him back on the phone with me. I talked to Carlos the next day. Carlos, wow, this is really interesting. Carlos, who do you know? Well, I know Bob from Coldwell Banker. How well do you know him? Man, we went to high school together. We're fraternity buddies. Blah, 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 blah. And you need to go to see Bob tonight. And then within 2, 3, 4 days, we're 2, 3, 4 deep under Emilio. We go Emilio to Caesar to Carlos to Bob, and then all of a sudden we get to Bob. Bob's like, I've been looking for this all my life. I almost went independent. I almost bought a franchise. I'm in. I go back to Carlos. Carlos, you in? Man, I'm in. Bob's gonna rip the cover off the ball. Oh my gosh, Caesar. Carlos and Bob are in. They're going to rip the cover off the ball. They're so excited. Are you in? Yeah, I'm in. Emilio, you in? Because Bob, Caesar, Carlos, they're all in. They're these guys, you're going to kill it. You in? I'm in. And you go from a year, 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, to you're 4 deep in 4 days. We have so missed the ball on this. We just pound on people. Listen to me. America's favorite pastime is manana. And what I mean by manana is like, they're just stressed because their manager at Century 21 is telling them this is an illegal pyramid. And apparently they have multi-billion-dollar illegal pyramids on the NASDAQ, publicly traded illegal pyramids. And obviously it's ridiculous, but they don't know that. They're scared, and your production is going to drop and it's not sustainable. And people are like, oh my God, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I do it? And America's favorite pastime is manana. Right? Like, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to kick the can down the road. All of a sudden, a year, 3 years, 2 years, 4 years goes by. Stop recruiting 2 people. Stop recruiting 2 people. Immediately. I mean, lightning fast. Tonight, not tomorrow, this weekend, tonight. I want you to go to your Uncle Ted's house. You love Uncle Ted. He loves you. You show up and say, Uncle Ted, you're watching this with me. Not for you, Uncle Ted. You're staying at Coldwell Banker. You just got to get better at this. You got to get better at this. Stay at RE/MAX for 30 years. I don't care. And they will fire back. Hey, look, man, I'm not leaving Keller Williams. Stay at Keller Williams for 40 years. I'm thinking about leaving Keller Williams. I need you to talk me off the ledge. Why, Brent, we're already in. This isn't going to help us. Yes, it will, because the people you're talking to are on the ledge, and you got to help them do this. What if their uncle talks them out of it? Trust me, you want this. Because once people look at it with not their walls up, with an open mind, if they're intelligent, there's no way they could say no to this opportunity unless they've been bought for and have a compass tattoo on their fanny, like a brand, compass, Keller Williams. Because when they buy a franchise, a Century 21 or RE/MAX, and they're in a franchise, they are stuck. They are branded with you don't own a Century 21 or a Keller Williams or a RE/MAX or a Sotheby's. Sotheby's owns you. You paid them money to own you. Try to do something else today. There's only 2 ways you're doing something else. You sell that franchise, and people aren't lining up to buy franchises at the top of the market. Trust me, the smart ones aren't. And B, you write a check to get out of your franchise early. You sell it to find some sucker to buy it at the top of the market. Or B, you write a check to get someone back to Sotheby's, back to Realty One, back to HomeSmart. Let me out. How much? And if you have 20, 30 agents, the check's usually $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 to get out. You are trapped. You don't own a franchise. The franchise owns you. And so that is a bigger buy to do that. Okay. I got 5 minutes to wrap this up. And then, so that was just my first point. I really want to drill down on the secret sauce. Stop recruiting 2 people like a deer in the headlights. Emilio, Caesar, any thoughts on that? I got like a chance for you to chime in for 30 seconds or a minute. It's okay if you don't, but any thoughts on this, Caesar or Emilio? I'd love to hear from one of you at least.
Well, I think I just need to do it. Need to stop putting it off and making excuses and just start, calling the people that I know in real estate and using that approach, help me off the ledge. And my approach is going to be like, hey, I got into real estate a year ago. I just jumped into EXP, but I'm not sure if this is the right choice for me. Would you take a look at it for me? And just to make sure I'm not staying on the wrong road, basically.
Yeah, maybe I should be at Coldwell Banker. Maybe I should be at Remax. And if they can show you something that's better, go. But Emilio, thoughts? Awesome, Caesar. Loved it. Emilio, any thoughts there? Do you agree with Carlo, Caesar here?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I also have people that I'm personally giving them my, like pointers here and there, how to get their license. And I'm talking to them about EXP and how it's your own office and your computer basically, and it's just fabulous. And I also talked about revenue share and also the stock.
Emilio, I'm going to help. I love it. You're dead on. Good job. So here's what I want you to do. Don't wait for them to get licensed. Ask them, who do you know, and start showing someone, because they have an aunt and uncle in Nashville, in Seattle, in British Columbia, in Mumbai, in Cape Town, in Brisbane, in Portugal. They know people that you could show to, and they can sign up, and we can get them a letter of intent. They could still sponsor their uncle while they're getting their license. And so you need to start moving through people. Now, do not wait for me to get the license. I got to move on. Great point, Emilio and Caesar. Thank you. I'll let you guys head off the stage. Thanks, guys. Everyone give them a hand, thumbs up. Give them some love in the chat box. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming up out of an audience of 349 people. Okay, next. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to go fast and furious. You're going to have to listen hard. All hands on deck for newly sponsored agent. I'll say it again. All hands on deck. You work so hard to sponsor them. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. I don't care. You work hard and then you choke because they get in, they're frustrated with workplace chat. They're frustrated because their avatar isn't functioning in the world. They're frustrated with SkySlope or KV Core. It's all hands on decks for the first 30 to 60 days. You need to be called them 2-3 times a week, 2-3 times a week, 2-3. Wow, you sound pretty serious about this. I didn't get to $750,000 a month in rev share, monthly income, almost $1 million a month, because I wasn't serious about it. I'm teaching you some high level stuff here. Quit treating it like you're selling snow cones at a park. Stop selling balloons at Disneyland. Quit making yogurt swirlies at your yogurt shop. I mean, honestly, some of you start a yogurt shop, you invest in the machines, you lease a building, you get a cash register, a computer, you hire people, you come up with a business plan. Did you do that for Agent Attraction? Did you? I did. You need to do it. You need to get serious. I mean, I love you guys. So don't take this as me getting on you. I want you to succeed. So again, what I say to my new agents is, someone will type this in the tax bar, in the chat bar. Don't suffer in silence. Listen to me, Caesar, you're brand new. Call me, just shoot me a text. If there's something that's bugging you, don't suffer in silence. I will bring the EXP Cavalry. Someone else type that. I will bring the EXP Cavalry. I know who to call, what to do, who to reach out to in technology, marketing, accounting. We can fix your situation. We'll go into accounting. Let me help you. Don't suffer in silence, because they suffer in silence and go, oh, to hell with it. I'm going back to Remax. I'm going to Ascension 21, because I get those people there. You're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. And then they're having a problem with SkySlope. They're having a problem getting paid with accounting. And we choked. It's all hands on deck. I got to go fast. Systematize reaching out to your front line. Write it down. Someone type in the chat bar. Systematize reaching out to your front line. Every Wednesday you call them. Every Friday you call them. Every Sunday evening. I don't know. Pick a day and a time. You call them. You check in. You check in. You check in. And when you promote an upcoming event. You promote an upcoming event. You invite them to coffee. You invite them to lunch. You're like, wow, you're kind of serious. I did not get here on accident. Listen, write this down in the chat bar. Some of you write it down. Hope is not a strategy. Write it down. Stop hoping for this to work. Stop it. It's madness. You got to get serious. I'm calling you guys to step up. I am so excited for you 349 people that are here, because we got 1 minute left for me to fix this, but I know I'm giving you some gems here today. Invite them to upcoming events. Hey, this Friday night, we're going to watch Will Smith movie. What's it called? In Pursuit of Happiness. We're going to have popcorn and hot chocolate and coffee. There'll be a bottle of red wine, white wine, maybe a cold beer, whatever you like. and this isn't get slammed and watch In Pursuit of Happiness. This is let's have some community. Let's build community. Let's barbecue some hot dogs and hamburgers. It doesn't have to be expensive, but create some community. People want community, and then a hub if you can afford it. Lease a small office from Regis or Spaces or one of their competitors and get a hub. I've been in here. I'm in my office now for 4 years. I have a hub. You can get these hubs for $175 a month, a full-time office, staff with employees and conference rooms and heating and cooling and computers and internet. And people can come. It's a hub. It's a base. I did not go home to my house and build EXP in my underwear. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing. Anyways, it's 9:30. I got a hard stop. I'm doing a Tony Robbins training right now for my personal real estate team. So I got to bounce. Did I do good today? Did I give you guys some love? Was this something that was encouraging and uplifting? Did it tell me wasn't beating up on you guys and you didn't feel like I was putting you down? Because I love you guys. I care about you. I want you to succeed. But you gotta put your heart and soul. You gotta lean into it, baby. You gotta lean into it. You got to sit down, go get a blank piece of paper and a cup of coffee and dream, envision, create, and execute. Anyways, love you guys. We'll see you next month. Right here, same time, same place.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Love you. Mwah.